That's jammed by old Virginia, that's the brand to keep in mind. Preserved by...
What's that you're doing?
I'm making a website.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I downloaded a quick version of Dreamweaver and used it to make a website with all my favourite cartoon characters on it. I also copied all my DVDs and music and put it up for people to download.
You can't do that! That's against copyright law!
What's copyright law?
What's copyright law?
Yeah, what's copyright law?
Copyright law is here to protect all the time and effort put into creative work such as performance, video, artwork, writings, and digital media.
How do I, get something copyrighted during...
Copyright is automatic when the work is physically created. There is no need for registration, no fee, no need for publishing, and you don't need the copyright symbol on your work. However, putting the copyright symbol and your name with a date is a good way of reminding people that you own the material and to back off. There are also trademarks, but I'll talk about those in a minute.
How do I, prove that I own the copyright on something then?
Usually, if someone steals your work, you can resolve it in a professional way. If not, the issue can be resolved before a court by showing evidence of processes and statements from witnesses who saw the creation of the work. But this is rare because of great financial risks and perjury fees.
What sort of stuff does copyright protect?
Copyright protects many different things, like literacy works such as journal articles, novels, screenplays, poems, lyrics, reports, computer code, and compilations like anthologies, databases, and directories. Copyright protects artwork like paintings, drawings, cartoons, sculptures, craft work, architecture, buildings, photos, plans, and maps. Also music, cinematography, sounds, broadcast, and published editions. What's not protected by copyright is ideas, styles, and techniques. For instance, if Johnny creates a character that makes an explosion when he walks, someone else can write a story about the same character without breaching copyright. Some other things that aren't protected are names, titles, or slogans. Reason being is because such things are too common or unoriginal. Even made-up words can't be copyrighted. However, trademarks, again, are a different story. Patents are also something to consider. Also, things like people, pets, and other common objects, like certain trees for instance, cannot be copyrighted. However, a photograph of these things are copyrighted for the person who took it. For instance, a pet dog is not copyrighted, but the photo is.
What happens if I had to make something for someone else, yo?
Generally, you'll have to have a written agreement stating who will own copyright. Usually, the creator of the copyrighted material owns copyright. They don't if they are an employee of the company, or if you are a freelancer, where you will own some of the rights in the commission things like portraits, engravings, and sometimes photographs. You also don't have full copyright ownership over things such as films and sound recordings. In music, the band's song and the lyrics belong to different people, for example. And who owns copyright in government contracts? The government!
How can I use someone else's copyrights legally?
There are a few ways. One way is to simply get permission from the copyright owner. In other cases, you can get a license, which means you can borrow their work, but they still own it. This usually includes a fee and signing a written agreement. Another method is assigning copyright, which means someone is handing over ownership of their work, so you own it. These methods can apply to all of the rights or part of them. For instance, you could assign rights to someone to use your work only in Burnie on the 19th of June on a cinema screen. There are also other ways, such as special agreements, but these are usually rare. Or there is submitting your work to the general public.
Do I need a license to copy someone else's songs onto my MP3 player?
There are also exceptions to things like music, like copying music from a CD to your iPod, or installing a game or program onto your computer. This is called format shifting, and is part of fair dealing regarding use of other people's work. Another exception is time shifting, which allows you to record something from the TV and watch it later. These exceptions also allow you to show other members of your family or household. There's also other exceptions, like research or study, critic or review, reporting of news, parody and satire, and seeking professional advice with a lawyer.
Is copyright the same in other countries?
Almost everything is protected internationally due to a number of international treaties, except Taiwan, for example. Some of these treaties include the World Trade Organization, Berne Convention, Universal Copyright Convention, the Rome Convention, and the Phonograms Convention.
How long does the copyrights last?
Before January 2005, ownership of copyright used to last the lifetime of the owner, or first published, plus an extra 50 years. After that, it was then agreed that it should be extended to 70 years! However, if something expired before January 2005, then it stayed expired. This rule, of course, varies from country to country.
Cool! Where can I get some more information?
For further information, you can visit copyright.org. For arts law, go to arts.com.au or phone 02 9356 3566. Well, that's all we have time for, kids. Maybe you'd like to make your own copyright assigning form with your friends.
But until next time,
Goodbye.